AFTV, Jack, mate, we've gone through. Your guy Kai Havertz did not score tonight. I want to start there. What do you make of his performance tonight? Seriously,
Well, I've got to start with Kai. It's always me and Kai.
you love Kai.
Yeah. No, you know what? He's good tonight. I think playing in centre mid, he's done what you want a centre mid to do. I think he was good on the ball, knockdowns, flick-ons, like keeping possession. But we brought him to be an upgrade on Xhaka, and everyone said that the thing that Xhaka didn't do well was he weren't mobile, and he was a bit limited going forwards. So if he's doing everything that Xhaka did, then I need to see a little bit more from him. But he was tidy. He could have had an assist. I think he overcomplicated a chance he had. So I've got faith it's coming, but need to see a bit more.
And you say you want to see a bit more. I want to see a bit more. You know, me and you differ on where we are with Kai Havertz right now. I personally feel, Jack, that he needs to be more confident when he's driving forward on the ball. I think sometimes he's keeping it too safe. Do you think he can bring that into his game? Do you think it's just a confidence thing?
Yeah, I think it's a confidence thing, and maybe just adapting. I think when we've seen him at Chelsea and Leverkusen, he sort of floats around the box, picks up these spaces, and I think maybe off the ball, that's what limits him. But yeah, I think you're completely right. There's so many times he gets the ball and he just seems to lay it off. Whereas if he turns and drives, and he's quick. We've seen that he's quick from before. I think if he just has that confidence and a little bit of drive, he just needs that, like, I don't want to say that dog in him, but you know what I mean? He just needs that, like, scruff of the neck, like, I've got the ball, I'm 20 yards out, I'm hitting it. But he just doesn't seem to have that. But hopefully that will come.
Fair play. Listen, there was a few positives tonight, particularly in the Arsenal lineup. Who impressed you tonight, bro?
Tomiyasu. I think that's the first time we've seen him play centre-back, isn't it? You know, we've seen him play left-back, right-back, and sort of the things we said about Tomiyasu is he's very strong defensively, but he can be a little bit limited on sort of when he gets into that final third. So interesting call to see him at centre-back, and I think it paid off. And it's nice to know that he has that sort of that string to his bow, that if we do have an injury or we need to rotate, he can sit in centre-back quite comfortably. So
yeah, it's interesting because he's versatile, but it's just his injuries that's let him down. So I think we need to see an injury-free season from as many Arsenal players as possible, but for him in particular. So it'll be interesting to see what happens there. Moving forward, I thought there were some electric performances in terms of energy. Really interesting to see the starting lineup, a player that nobody thought was going to start. What did you make of our front line?
yeah, interesting. Obviously you mentioned Sago Jr. It's one of those when I saw the lineup and I saw he's playing. He ended up off the right, didn't he? And I thought that's Cozy Dubry. Yeah, he's been on the bench. He went on in pre-season. So to see Sago Jr. in was interesting, but so impressive. It didn't look like a kid. Normally, sometimes when you shove them in, it's a bit like, I'm going to play with the safety on, like Gaffer's watching me. So if I just get some nice retention passes off. But he was driving, he was pressing. I think the goal comes from him pressing the fullback and forcing that pass. So playing without fear, and I want him on the bench on Sunday.
Listen, he might be able to be at the moment with some injury problems. Listen, there's a few knocking on the door, if I'm honest with you, at the weekend due to the injuries to Trossard, Martinelli. Still got Rice and Partey looking like they're out Timber long term, and Saka doubtful. Do you think there should be some knocking on the door there that should be able to start into that side? You mentioned the bench, but certainly I'm looking at Reece Nelson, particularly Smith Rowe. What did you make of them, bro?
Yeah, Nelson's the one for me. I think Smith Rowe was impressive. I think he had that confidence. We say about Kai doesn't have that confidence. Smith Rowe's not played in ages, and he looked like he'd been playing week in, week out. And then Nelson, do you know what? I feel really sorry for Reece because he's one of them players where he broke from was it Wenger? Started playing fullback in Europa League games, started playing right wing back, and everyone thought he was great. He had that loan in Germany, and he just seemed to sort of injuries, poor loan spells. Obviously, Saka don't let him get in the team because we know how great Saka is. So I'm so happy to see that he's now grabbing these chances, and it's not just like sort of these purple patches having last season when he was getting a chance. So happy he's back. And if Saka's not fit for the weekend, I see no reason why he can't start off the right.
Listen, favourites for this competition are Manchester City, who have gone out tonight. How important is it that Arsenal win something this year?
So important. I mean, you can judge progress all you want, but trophies define progress and trophies define success. You know, if we finish second every year, go out in the cup semi-finals, then we've not achieved anything. The progress is great, and we've trusted the process, and Arteta's taken us so far, but he's now got us to the point where we need results. You know, you've seen it with Klopp. Klopp took Liverpool all the way from sort of Europa League to winning stuff, and that's where we now need to be.
Who do you want in the next round?
Not Liverpool. Do you know what? Every single year do I look at this draw, when I look at my phone, it's Arsenal have gone to Anfield for the third year in a row. So anyone other than Liverpool, maybe not Newcastle as well, and I'm happy.